Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. Today I am actually doing another random facts. So earlier this year I did a 5 random facts, and it was a tag that I wasn't tagged in, but that I had taken from another content creator. I saw it on her channel. Her name is Prue. Her channel name is Pruelaroo, and I enjoyed that tag. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I did have a lot of fun with it. So today I thought I'd come to you with a random facts times 2, a random facts number 2, however it is, and I just thought I'd give you a little more information about me. I think that these are fun, and I think that it's a really great get to know me kind of thing. So yes, let's just jump in. This is random facts number 2. If you are interested in hearing a little bit more about me, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so random fact number 1 is I am a Virgo. My birthday is in September. It's early September. I am right smack in the middle of the Virgo, span. So I should be characterized as a true blood 100% Virgo in nature, and a lot of people would tell you that that is true. When they find out what my sign is, they usually react in a way that it makes me think that I am the stereotypical Virgo. I have very much a type AAA. My mom calls it personality. I'm very, everything has got to be a certain way. Cups need to be in the cupboard a certain way. I will write notes, and if I don't like how they look, I will tear the page out and rewrite the notes. It was horrible going through school. I know that Virgos are a little, high maintenance in that they like everything in a particular way or a particular fashion. I'm very much that person. Virgo is my sign, and a lot of people think that I definitely embody the nature of a Virgo. So, are you a Virgo? Do you know Virgos? What do you think about the Virgos in your life? People either love us or hate us. Mostly because I feel like we're just very direct, very to the point, we don't beat around the bush a whole lot, and people don't like that very much. But yep, that's definitely me. Random fact number 2 is I am obsessed with Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty was something I was super obsessed with as a kid, and as I grew older, it just kind of never went away. But still to this day, I am staring currently at my Build-A-Bear Hello Kitty that cost me $90. It's in this really cute pajamas that says Chick Life or something like that on it, and she has a button in her hand that says I love you, and when I would have a bad day, I would go up and I would press that button and she would say I love you, I love you. Hello Kitty is my spirit animal, I feel like, who is not an animal because she is a real girl. And I just had a conversation about this with one of the people that I work with, who is also super into Hello Kitty. She was born roughly the same time I was. I was born, I think, a little bit after she was created, but Hello Kitty is my jam. It's my thing. I have all kinds of Hello Kitty everything in this room. My mom got me this, and she sits on the wall over there, and then I'm staring at her looking at me in my Build-A-Bear. I have a hand-woven purse that was hand-stitched with Hello Kitty on it that I purchased in Jamaica. One of the little vendors, the little market vendors there, stitched Hello Kitty on the hand-woven basket purse thing while I was standing there, so I thought that was really cool. Hello Kitty is my spirit. As a kid, she was everything I wished I could embody. She seemed it seemed like she had the perfect life. And as an adult, I am just so so sentimental of the thoughts that I had surrounding her when I was a kid she is the shit as far as I'm concerned. Third random fact, my favorite color is green. I wear a lot of like blues and pinks as far as color palettes go on my eyes. And those are actually some of the colors that I actually don't like all that much, but they look good. Like this, this is my second cut crease, you guys. And I kind of dig it. This eyeliner is shit. It is Ico. What is it? It is this guy. I got it in an Ipsy, and it is quite possibly the worst liquid eyeliner I've ever had in my life. It flakes off. It's weird. It starts drying up before it's even on your eye, and then it flakes off. I got a chunk of it in my eye, and then my eye was watering. I'm like, you're going to ruin my makeup. Green is my favorite color. It has been. There is not really any shade of green that I don't like. I like all of them. I like all of them so much. Emerald green, chartreuse green, which is more of kind of like a yellow green or citron. I really, really love like a lime green. It's probably my most favorite. Olive green is also one of my favorite. Green is my favorite color. When I was a kid, it was purple, and I do love the combination of purple and green together. But as I grew up, for whatever reason, I kind of grew out of purple being that most held dear color in my life, and green became my favorite. So it's a lot of people don't like green. Pink has never been a color that I loved, ever. As a matter of fact, until I started working for Ulta, I didn't own anything really pink in my collection. I think I had one, maybe two shirts that were pink. The fourth random fact is a lot of you kind of know that my person and I are not married. I have been married twice before. The first time I got married, I was 16 years old, and it was because he was in the military, and he was going away, and we wanted, in case something happens, you know, for us to be together. But that didn't work out so hot, but I did get a son out of it. My oldest son is from my first marriage, and he was brought into our marriage shortly before I turned 18. We had been married for just over a year, just under a year when we found out I was pregnant, just over a year when he was born. And I actually left that husband. Military life, you guys, is so hard. And I left that marriage before my oldest was even born. And it was a pretty rough patch in my life, but I thank God that I have the family that I do, because I don't know how I would have made it through. And then I got married again to my two middle children, so my 19 and my 13-year-old belonged to my second husband, and we were married for 10 years. I think we were together for somewhere around 12 years. It was a really long relationship, and I got two beautiful children out of that, but we're not together anymore. We live about 2 hours apart, so my youngest son, still goes to see his dad every other weekend, but I definitely share custody with him. But he's remarried and has another small child. Well, that small child is 6, and I'm, with my new, and we also have a small child that's a couple years older. JD and I have been together for quite some time, actually. We've been together for about 11 years. Our boys were very, very young when we got together. They were 1 to 2. I want to say they were just after 2. And it's kind of a funny story how that came about, but that's a story for another day. And we have been together ever since. We never fight, but we also are not married. I don't want to ruin that. You know, I've been married twice, he's been married once, and I just feel like you don't have to be married to have an amazing relationship, and we honestly have a really amazing relationship. So the last random fact I was going to give you guys is a little bit about me and my work history. Those of you who do not know, I work at Ulta, and I am a services district leader for Ulta, which just means I run the business end of the services section of Ulta. So all things skin and hair, a little bit dabbling into the boutique business as well, because we have our MAC artists that do services for the price of, you know, some of their product. We also have Clinique that does that Lancome. So I deal with, you know, some of our boutique business, but mostly the focus is on services, hair and skin. Coming into that business, I knew absolutely nothing about that industry. Nothing. I'm not a cosmetologist. I don't have an aesthetics license. I don't have anything saying that I can do skin or hair. But what I do have is a long history of business. I managed a Starbucks for 7 years, and I actually managed two in my time there. I managed one for 5 years, and in that 5 years time frame, I was also managing another one that was without a manager for a good almost year, and then I managed that one for almost 2 years. So I was with them for 7 years, and that was after I was with a company called Cottonwood Financial. I did all of the accounting process. So really going in and auditing books for a company all over Washington and Idaho State for almost 10 years. And I had a really good time doing that. And before that, did little odd things. So I was like a dietary manager, a kitchen aide, and a hotel housekeeper on the weekends, all at the same time. That was while I was a single parent. But my main gigs, I've only had, you know, 6 jobs in my life, this one being one of them, was working for Cottonwood Financial for about 10 years. And then I worked also for Starbucks for 7, and now I've been with Ulta for almost a year. It's been crazy, almost a year. When they came to me about this position, I had actually applied for a GM position, a general manager position of one of their locations. And they brought this to me and said, hey, would you be interested in this? With Cottonwood Financial, I did a lot of leading from afar. I was a regional manager for them before I left that company. And a lot of the reason why I left was because I was laid off. Actually, the finance market had crashed. I had been with them for a while. 60% of my region was Washington State, and the other 40% was Idaho, and Washington State was going through kind of a restructuring of sorts. So I went with Washington State in the layoffs that happened in our company, which was fine with me. I got a pretty decent severance package. But I really loved that job. I thought I was going to retire from that job. And that is honestly why they asked me if I wanted this SDL position, because it is a position in which you have to lead from afar, right? I have 11 locations that I go to, and I am typically out at least 3 days a week and travel. For the next several weeks, I won't be as much out and travel, which I am kind of thankful for, but also kind of sad about, because I don't know what I'm going to do with my dang self. But I actually have a degree in accounting. I know how to build a spreadsheet like no other. I know how to run a business like no other. I have been #1 SDL quite a few times in my first 9 months there, and I just am living the dream. I have to tell you, one of my friends asked me the other day if I miss Starbucks, and I really was like, no, not even for a second. Like, I don't miss the backbiting that happened there. I don't miss the babysitting that I had to do. I do miss my partners. I do miss my customers. I don't miss anything else. I don't miss coming home every single day angry. As much as Starbucks boasts that they are the shiznit to work for, they're just not. I listen to my daughter every single day, and I am so thankful because she still works there. I'm just so thankful that I just don't work there anymore. I love everything about what I do. So my hands are never in the hair. I don't do my own. I couldn't if you paid me to. But I do enjoy everything I do for Ulta. Ulta is an amazing company. I'm not going to backbite the other companies I work for. I really thought I'd retire from Cottonwood. It was a job I could do in my sleep, and I loved it so, so much. I loved it. But I also love this place. So those are the 5 random facts that I have for you, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. And if you guys want to do a 5 random facts, please let me know that you're doing it. I would love to come and support your channel and watch your 5 random facts, mostly because I'm nosy and I want to know all about the people that I'm watching. And maybe I'm sharing too much, but I don't know that I'm sharing too much. Let me know if you think I'm sharing too much. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, again, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I hope that you also enjoyed it, or me, enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. Please don't forget to hit the bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. I typically do upload content 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on my work week. And I hope to see you around in the comments section. I hope December is treating you well. I hope that you're not letting it get you so stressed out that you can't hardly stand life. And until next time, guys, bye. God, I'm just tearing apart my fingernails right now. Look, I'm just tearing all the polish off. Virgo is my birth sign. Good grief. I'm just picking apart my fingernails right